They call it a deranged behavior, a glitch in the compass of the soul. Behind you, there is safety, family, and the freezing lifeblood of the sea. But you have seen a different horizon. There is no food in the mountains, no water, only a 70-kilometer march into the white silence. To the colony, it is madness. To you, it is simply the only place left to go. A plastic eye in the sky. The humans are recording this. To them, you are data point number 402, the anomaly. They are waiting for you to collapse so they can publish a paper on failure. Keep walking. A cactus? Here? Someone is confused about biomes. It is shivering. It is a prickly green mistake in a world of white. You have a lot in common. Up, down, up, down. A vertical treadmill. You are expending precious calories to fight the air. The mountain is forward, not up. Save your knees for the walk. A vehicle of consumerism, stranded in the void. It has a wobbly wheel. Even here, at the end of the world, you cannot escape minor inconveniences. I hope your chair is comfortable. The penguin is freezing, but I assume you are quite warm. Maybe you have a snack? The penguin would like a snack. A party balloon. It must have escaped from a birthday party far, far away. It flew higher than any bird to get here. Now it is taking a rest on the ice. Even balloons go on adventures. Welcome to the incline. It is a very small incline. If you struggle here, we are going to have a long day. Red, yellow, green. It changes purely out of habit. It is trying to control traffic that does not exist. You should stop on red, just to feel like a part of society again. The clouds are just mountains that learned how to float. Maybe if you flap hard enough, you can be a mountain too. A door standing alone. It is not attached to a house. It opens to the same snow you are standing on. But for a second, you desperately wanted to knock, didn't you? You wanted to believe there was an inside. Silence is just a sound that forgot the words. If a penguin falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it... Wait, there are no forests here. Never mind. Bright orange, the color of distress. Someone thought a thin layer of nylon could stop the absolute zero. Now it is just a shroud. Do not check inside. You are not a rescue dog. The rock does not roll down. The mountain simply stands up taller. You are Sisyphus in feathers. The fall is inevitable. The climb is the punishment. Learn to love the punishment. The horizon is not running away from you. It is just extremely shy. Gravity is starting to wake up. It is grabbing your ankles gently. Just ignore it. I wonder what time it is in your real world. Is it day? Night? Does it matter? Here, it is always the same time. Wattle o'clock. Do not stare at it. The simulation is struggling to render your path because no one was ever supposed to walk this far. You are entering a sector of memory that does not exist. Keep walking until the code breaks. The mountain does not know you are here. It does not care if you climb it. It just sits there, being a mountain. You are the one making this difficult. If you close your eyes, the snow disappears, but the cold stays to keep you company. The cold is loyal like that. Ah, the observer. He waited for you to turn back. He waited a very long time. It seems he ran out of why before you did. You are not the first to ask why. You are simply the one who has walked the furthest. Pay your respects to the ones who stopped, but do not join them. The horizon is a line that doesn't exist. You are chasing a math problem. You are built to dive in water, so the air assumes you should sink here too. Defy your density. A minor correction. The universe thought you were too high. Prove it wrong. Okay, warm-up is over. Tighten your feathers. The physics engine is about to get mean. A shadow is just the ground checking to see if you are still there. Yours is very clingy. Stop. That is what the sign says. It is the most sensible advice you have received all day. But you won't stop, will you? You are a bird driven by a code that forces you to suffer. You cannot walk off the edge of the world, but you can definitely walk off the edge of reason. A treadmill. It is a machine designed to make you tired without taking you anywhere. It is the perfect metaphor for this entire game. Get on. Embrace the redundancy. Fire. A warm, crackling campfire. It looks so inviting. But wait, it has no heat. It is just a mirage. Your imagination is trying to keep you warm with cozy thoughts. The ocean used to be here a long, long time ago. This giant swam here when the water was warm. Now he is part of the landscape, a big reminder of the ancient past. Left is just right, but seen in a mirror, and north is just south, with a different name tag. There are still a few mountains left. I will not tell you exactly how many, but you are making progress. Time itself is unwinding. Your progress dissolves like footprints in a blizzard. The past is reclaiming what you thought you had conquered. Start again. A cash register. It rings up your failures and calculates the tax. Let me check the math. Yes, you cannot afford to be here. A famous philosopher once said, "The journey is the reward." He obviously never had to walk across Antarctica on short legs. The sand inside is frozen. Time has literally stopped for it. You keep moving, counting seconds, but the sand just sits there. Perhaps it knows something you don't. The end is the same, no matter how fast you run. You are closer to the moon than you are to the ground. Just kidding, but you are definitely high up. The wind is a giant eraser. You are a pencil mark on a white page. Write harder. Snow is just sand that believes in ghosts. Behold, the final boss. It does not have a health bar, it only has height, and you have very short legs. Good luck. storm is politely suggesting you stop. It is using force to emphasize its point. Be rude. Starting over is harder than starting up. The ghost of your past progress is haunting you now. The flipper is mightier than the foot. Think about that. Technically, white contains all the colors of the rainbow, so you are actually walking on a rainbow. A very cold, flat, boring rainbow. If you walk backwards, are you undoing the walk? Or are you just walking forwards in the wrong direction? Physics is confusing. Do not stop. This is not the end. The real ending is just moments away. Look for the next peak. It is very quiet up here. Just the wind, the snow, and that, whatever that is, it looks like it belongs to you. The wind has finally stopped, and with it, the relentless noise of survival has faded into the distance. Down at the shoreline, the colony continues its endless circular dance, feeding and trembling in the huddled masses, enslaved by the biological imperative to simply exist. But you have broken the cycle. You turned your back on the ocean, not out of confusion, but out of a terrifying clarity. You have marched into the white interior, where logic dictates nothing can live. Yet here you stand, a singular point of defiance against the instinct to survive. The laws of nature scream that this is a mistake, a tragic error in the code of life. But looking at the silence around you now, it does not feel like an error. It feels like the only choice that was ever truly yours. The mountain accepts your defiance. There is nothing that way. Literally. You are trying to walk off the page of the story. The author did not write anything for you here. The script is that way. Please, stick to the script. Go on, disconnect. It is easier than walking, isn't it? The server will forget you in moments. The snow will